Hello everyone, this is DD1 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the SVI 2024 life-size animated Captain Cuts animatronic made exclusively for Home Depot. Now this particular one is some kind of very late sample. I got this from the same source I got the vampire from, and I was told that this guy originally had a white box like the vampire does, but unfortunately it had been destroyed. He did come with a bunch of bags and stuff. There was some bubble wrap around his head, and he had actually been put in the outer layer brown shipping box for the vampire. And not everything fit, like the lid wouldn't close all the way and the sword would not fit in the box. This guy really didn't seem like he'd ever been used, and he does have more production features than the vampire does. However, there's two main things that do seem different. I'm sure there might be more, but I haven't really taken the time to look into them as much. One thing I can say for sure is that there are no stickers on any of the parts, just like the vampire, except there are stickers on the foam parts saying this is part of the item, and there's a sticker near where the IR sensor goes and stuff like that. But there were still no stickers for the part letters on anything including the adapter box. If you're wondering what all this random stuff is that's in here, it is because of the big hurricane storm that was moving through. Luckily it seems that we were not impacted all that badly. So there's a lot of random stuff in this room right now that was behind that door before. But yeah, this guy is really cool. He's one of the cooler items of the year. He has that innovative servo stuff going on. The face, a lot of people think it's silicone. It's actually a material called TPR. It's that same stuff that like the puffer balls and googly worms and all those little like squishy toys are made out of. So it's very elastic. And the other thing about this that seems different is the beard. I thought it was just pretty normal, but looking at a lot of them, even the one in the demo video that Home Depot put out, it's just shaped a little different. The beard doesn't come out as much, and on the side here it just doesn't look quite the same. It looks kind of odd, because I think normally it would be more like that. But yeah, he's not too crazily different from what I've seen. I would think that, you know, with this stage in development, a little bit further ahead than the vampire, but still no instruction sheet officially made. That would be my guess. But so he does have the very elastic skin. He does not have multi-axis eyes, but they do move side to side. His eyes do blink, but it's only the upper eyelid, which is cool, because on all the other ones they've had a double eyelid. So this gives a different effect and different vibe. The mouth moves, and there's of course the servo action with the head tilting. Another thing that might be a difference, I really thought I was just stupid, but it doesn't seem like that's the case, is that the neck seems extra long on this one. I mean, I've not looked closely at one in the store for a while, but it just feels like it comes out farther, and then the collar doesn't want to go around the neck really. And I thought maybe it's just not in all the way, but it doesn't want to go in any further. There was also no screw for that. Like there's the hole to put the screw in, but there's no screw itself. And there's a hole on this to match that one where you would put the parrot on his shoulder. His fabric is a bit thin. I'm not too sure about the color scheme and the paint and whatnot, but it is a decent quality material. There's actually very little of that terrible black lining. There's some on each cuff and on the inside of the hat, and I believe some in the collar somewhere maybe, but there's actually none in the pants or like the shirt in general. He does also have real pockets, so you could actually put stuff in there. They're not just, you know, fake pockets. And yeah, he speaks several phrases. I think he's just really big. There's pros and cons to that, but compared to like Deadeye Drake, for example, this guy just towers over him. I really feel like the head is supposed to go down further than this, but I guess not. For for this one at least. So maybe that's another difference. I don't know, I could just still be stupid. That's always a possibility. I think it's a shame that they, went cheaper here and just painted this black instead of cutting the area out. But it doesn't look that bad in the dark. And this is painted nicely. All of the accessories are painted nicely. I mean, this is just painted pretty nicely overall, I gotta say. And then there, of course, is also like some synthetic leather going on here for the boots. If this guy wasn't a sample, I would definitely be overhauling him. I would replace all of the hair, including the hair coming out of the top of his head. I'd replace the clothing, except I would probably leave the pants because they're pretty good and probably a unique length given that he's 7 feet tall. And some things like that. But overall, it's a really cool item, and if you can get one, I would recommend him. Just be sure you have a place to put him in your display, because he is kind of like a centerpiece item, more so than just a side character, if you will. The parrot might be painted a little differently, I haven't really checked. But yeah, not as early as the vampire, and definitely not as early as a third SVI character that I have yet to show. But I'll go ahead and plug him in and we'll look at some of the phrases here. I actually filmed this video several days ago, but I realized his eyelids were just not moving the entire time, which is so annoying, so here I am filming this again. Let's see if we can get him to go here. His volume's turned down a little.
Here be another scallywag to join the crew. Step in line and hop to, or I'll cut ye down and swab the deck with your entrails.
Well, that's cursed. We just move them down a
Don't
little bit.
be jumping ship now, landlubber. We be setting sail for distant ports unknown. We're out to find the greatest treasure. I don't care who I have to cut down until it.
Let me reset him here. Here's a weird little reset for his arm there.
Here be another scallywag to join the crew.
There we
Step
go.
in line and hop to, or I'll cut ye down and swab the deck with your entrails. Don't be jumping ship now, landlubber. We be setting sail for distant ports unknown. We're out to find the greatest treasure. I don't care who I have to cut down until it's mine. Even if that includes you.
His accessories do light up, but I'm not sure yet how I feel about that.
Only wrong can slay me first. So pour me some now before ye join those scurvy dogs in Davy Jones's locker. I'll drink every tavern dry and cut every enemy down till I'm satisfied.
He does get notably louder, but I don't want to blow the speaker.
Lizzie can walk the plank, but empty your pockets first, and you won't be seeing any coins where you're going.
His servo mechs are honestly really quiet compared to the others.
You done found me secret map, and I can't be having that information leaking anywhere. You should have thought about your life before you dared to find any treasure. Here be another scallywag to join the crew. Step in line and hop to, or I'll cut ye down and swab the deck with your entrails.
He is made from a different factory that SVI would normally use.
Don't be jumping ship now,
so it's a different programmer working on it.
Fail for distant parts unknown. Whoever out to find the greatest treasure, I don't care who I have to cut down until it's mine. Even that includes you.
Yeah, that's Captain Cuts. When I was saying about the programming, you know, some of the SVI pieces have that kind of jittery mouth movement, and I feel like that really contributes to the mouths breaking a lot quicker than the rest of the mechs, and this guy does not seem to have that. So the programmer for the specific factory, I know which one it is, but I won't say, seems to like to utilize that. I actually got something made with that factory's programmer, and there was a lot of that mouth jittering for extra emphasis. And it can be cool, but it just kind of makes me a little nervous because it's a lot of extra violence and stress to the mechanism. Overall, this guy is really cool, especially for the price he goes for. I paid actually notably less than that, which was very fortunate. But I would recommend this guy, and honestly, if I somehow come across another one that was returned or is on sale or something, I might consider getting it just to overhaul it. Because I feel like this and the Frankenstein's monster, without animation, just have so much extra potential there for looking incredible. And I feel like with some slight or significant adjustments in the clothing in particular, because as we know, when they focus a lot of the budget on the animation, sometimes the clothes are lacking. So I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to make those look even more impressive than they already are. Anyways, guys, that's Captain Cuts. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.